So the Browns fall to the Chargers 30-28 in a game that they probably should have won. And one of the things that I think we all fans can agree on here, and we have seen this since week 1, this defense is still underperforming despite all the miscues in the past weeks. And I said that Joe Woods should be fired last week. I still believe in that. I don't think Joe Woods is doing anything. This defense is still underperforming, and that is quite unfortunate considering we're 5 weeks into the season. And especially the run defense. The run defense today was about as bad as it can get. The Browns let the Chargers rush for more yards than they have in the past 4 games. Chargers are the worst rushing team in the NFL. That is something that cannot happen. Also, the passing game, there were lots of holes in the passing game today. And overall, it was a very disappointing game for this defense, even though they were already been disappointing. I still think Joe Woods should be fired. I don't think he is the right man for the job. And even though we got the Falcons linebacker, I don't think that's going to change anything, honestly. But that cannot happen. And moving on to the next thing, and you, as a Browns fan, you don't worry about the offense as much because of the running game of Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. But today it was just kind of bizarre. I know I also mentioned this last week. The play calling was really not that great, and it was worse today. I don't understand why, when you have the best quarterback sneaker in the league, you decide to run some sort of other play that isn't a quarterback sneak. I don't understand that. Frankly, I think they try to run some of the same plays, but they don't work, and then the Browns are forced to pass it on 3rd and long, which usually results in an incompletion, if not a turnover. And the play calling was just not good. And I think Alex Van Pelt should start calling the plays, because I don't think Stefanski is the person to be calling plays. I think more so Stefanski's got to focus on the other side of the ball, and that's defense, what I just talked about. And Jacoby Brissett today, you can blame our loss on Jacoby Brissett, but honestly, he had an okay game. We had that interception in the final few minutes. All of his interceptions in the season have come under 3 minutes. Honestly, I think all of his interceptions is from the pressure, and usually he's a pretty calm quarterback for the game. He's pretty composed. But and again, I hate to be hard on Brissett because he's playing backup. He's doing the best he can. He's just on a little bit of a decline right now. And then Cade York missed 2 field goals today, and he missed a chip shot field goal from around 40 or so yards. But then he misses a 53-yarder. His longest a 59-yarder, which was he made it week 1 against the Panthers. But we can tell Cade York is just a bit of a slump right now, and I hate to be hard on the kicker, but he needs to make some of those kicks. And that's why you draft a kicker. Now I'm going to take a look at some of the game stats here. And today in the passing category, Justin Herbert, he was 22 for 34, 228 yards and a touchdown. And then Brissett on the Browns, 21 for 34, 230 yards, a touchdown, and an interception that came late in the game. And then Austin Eckler in the rushing category, 16 carries, 173 yards, and a touchdown. And Nick Chubb, 17 carries, 124 yards, and he had 2 touchdowns. Good game for Nick Chubb. And then on the receiving end, Mike Williams, 10 receptions, 134 yards. And David Njoku, 6 receptions and 88 yards. Those are your leading stats. And now let's take a look at the box score here. First downs, Chargers got more first downs, 26-20. The Browns got more first downs, 27-26. Then total plays, the Chargers ran more plays. Total yards, the Chargers had more yards. Total drives, Chargers also had more drives. Yards per play, the Browns were just a little more on that end. And passing yards, Browns 3 more yards, 230 to 227. Rushing yards, and the Chargers definitely had the advantage today, 238 to 213. In the red zone, Chargers were 2 for 5, and in the red zone we were 3 for 4. Penalties, Chargers had 4 for 17 yards, and we had 6 for 65 yards. Turnovers, the Browns had only 1, Chargers had 0. The one came from the interception. Defensive special team touchdowns, that didn't happen for either team. Possession-wise, the Browns had the ball for literally just 4 more seconds than the Chargers. That's your box score. And now let's take a look at the AFC North standings. And in first place, it's starting to kind of separate just a little bit here. Baltimore is in first place to get that win over the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday Night Football. Then that will put them in first place. And then second place, the Browns hang on 2 and 3. Third place, the Cincinnati Bengals. And then fourth place, the Pittsburgh Steelers, which they fall to 1 and 4 after that loss to the Bills. Those are AFC North standings. And going just a little bit off topic here, I just want to say congrats to the Guardians. They moved on from the wild card, and now they're going to face the Yankees. I'm not sure if we'll have live streams / videos on the Guardians, but just want to point that out. And now moving on to game predictions for next week. It's going to be Browns and Patriots. The Browns are back here at home again. And the way things are going right now, I really don't think the Browns can hang on. Honestly, will it be close? I really hope it's close. But the Browns here are going to be losers, unfortunately. Unless they can come through with all those issues on the defense, special teams, and offensive play calling that I discussed here. That's going to do it for the postgame. Browns lose to the Chargers 30-28, and we'll see you guys on the next postgame show. And yeah.